What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Good Success Quick Tips. I am Josh Culler and I got Tom Olson with me again. He loves doing these quick tip videos, so figured we'd have him on a couple more here. And today he's going to be talking about love people, not things. And this is an exciting topic that he actually talked about in our morning huddle this morning. And I got a lot out of it. Great stuff. So Tom, what do you have for us?
Sure. So this week I was posting, looking at Facebook and kind of scrolling through, and I saw this message, and it kind of caught me, and I shared it, and then I told my wife this morning. I've gone back to this 3 or 4 times this week, and I'm just gonna read it for you. It says people were created to be loved, things were created to be used. This is why the world is in such chaos, because things are being loved and people are being used. And to me, that like just stuck. It just hit me, and it just hit me hard. And I'm like, I just stopped and thought. And do people think that I'm using them? And you know, because I see many times in life. I was in a meeting like 3 weeks ago, and I had to hear about a woman who felt like she had been used in her workplace. And to me, it just was like, it was very hard for me to hear that. It wasn't, she didn't feel like she was used by me. So it just made me think, am I using people? It made me think, do I feel used by other people? But it also made me kind of go back to a story, and I shared the story this morning in the huddle about the very first gift I gave my wife. And I thought that it really applied to this thing, to this whole concept and this thought. And the very first gift I ever gave my wife, back in the 90s, it was really cool to give your friends like friendship bracelets. And you used to go down to the local Kmart, which used to be hip, just so you guys know, you youngsters, Kmart used to be the store. And you could go and you could buy a metal bracelet, and you could have their name engraved on it, and it was a really good gift, you know, as a 16-year-old back in the day. And so I gave my wife this gift. We were married, obviously. She was 15 years old. And I thought it was really cool, and I'm like, I gave it to her, and she thought it was really cool. And that night, her and her brother got in a little bit of a tiff. It wasn't that big of a deal, I think. And I think she just hit him like that. She just hit him, and it broke. And the next day, she was so worried about what I was gonna think. And I had heard somebody say this to me probably within the months beforehand, and it stuck with me. And when she first came to me, I said, and she told me, you know, you're gonna be mad at me. I hope this doesn't like ruin our relationship. And you know, as an immature 15, 16-year-old, you know, a lot of people might get upset. A lot of 15 or 16-year-olds might be like, what do you mean you broke that? I can't believe you didn't think about me, and you know, you're so selfish. But I didn't say that. I told her, I said, you know, people are way more important than things. And the exact same thing kind of happened later on. She had gotten in a little bit of a fender bender, and I had told her, don't worry about it. It's just a hunk of metal. It's just stuff. And I kind of wanted to just talk about that a little bit this morning, and I think we had a good conversation. But how many times in life do we make money more important than people? How many times in life do we make our car more important than people? I detest when I see people posting on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you know, you could have this lavish lifestyle with this Lamborghini, and to me, like, that doesn't interest me at all. To me, what interests me is how can I help more people? And it all kind of goes back to this, because people were created by God to be loved, and people were created to be loved and to love other people. Things weren't created. Things were created to be used as tools. Money was created to be used as a tool for what? To help other people. And I hope that helps you guys today. But to me, it's something that I think we should always be constantly thinking about. Never let things be more important than people. Never worship the created, worship the creator. So we should always be obviously putting God first and people second. And if you love people, it's also glorifying God, and it's also loving God as well.
All right, awesome. Some very good thoughts. Thank you, Tom, for sharing those with us. And if you guys got a lot of value out of that, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let us know about that. Tom, thanks for being on the episode today, and we look forward to having you back. And that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.